Do you need some help? It was almost closing time at the fishing spot. A woman was hurriedly getting ready to leave. Things didn't seem to be going well, so I called out to her.
Sorry, that would help. I got lost in the fishing and I forgot about the time.
I smiled at the woman and helped her out. This is how Miyako Kawaii and I met. My name is Kei Hitoyoshi, 30. I work in HR at a big company, Love Koi. I oversee new employees, resignations, and transfers. Hitoyoshi-senpai, are you still working? I finished a long time ago. This is Sho Mikuda, my kohai who just came in 3 months ago. He was pretty capable for a newbie, but he always looked down on people like this. Nice, you're fast. If you're someone handsome like me from a famous university, this is nothing. Stop slacking and finish up. He said whatever he wanted and left before I could say something back. I guess it's fine if he does his job. I sighed internally and finished my work.
That's not good, Hitoyoshi-san.
It was the weekend. I was talking to Miyako about my workplace, and she was frustrated. Fishing was my hobby. I came here almost every weekend. Since that one day, Miyako and I would sit like this and talk.
He came in 3 months ago, right? I'm sure he hasn't been given any difficult work yet.
Yeah, we do different things, so it doesn't make sense to compare our work times.
I bet that guy has no idea how hard HR work is.
It was at a different company, but Miyako also worked in HR. We connected on a lot of work stories.
You're too nice. You gotta teach people. Like that.
You're right, but they say even fools and blunt scissors. He's not terrible to anyone else but me, and if that helps him get through the day.
Is he actually pretty hard-headed? That's kinda cool.
How about you? You said you felt like you didn't fit in at work.
Yeah, it's hard. Human beings have to change how they act and talk depending on where they are. So it becomes hard to tell who the real me is. When people praise me but not the real me, it's hard to be happy.
Miyako smiled weakly. I smiled to try and make her feel better. I only know the Miyako that comes here, but I'm sure every version of you is the real you. You raised your voice for me just now. I think you always do things for other people. So, you don't have to think, this isn't the real me. Just because you have different sides of you for different places, your true self is wonderful.
Thank you.
She smiled in relief and took out her phone.
Will you take a picture with me? I told a friend that I became friends with you and they want to see what you look like.
Yeah, let's take one with the fish you caught. So, we took a picture together on our phone. This face! Is your phone cursed?
I've never photographed well.
Miyako's face on the phone was vastly different from her actual face. She's so soft and cute. Strange.
But you look good, so it's fine. I'll send this to you too. Want to exchange numbers?
We exchanged numbers and Miyako sent me the picture. No matter how many times I looked at it, her face looked interesting. But I thought it was cute and I smiled. A few months later, I was in my office break room sighing a big sigh. I haven't seen Miyako in 2 months. Miyako had gotten busy, so she stopped coming to the fishing hole on weekends. We'd been talking over messages, but I was sad I couldn't see her. Oh, but I saw her once a month ago in the city. That day, on my way home from work, I saw Miyako. I was going to say hello. What? My eyes and mouth were wide open. I was enamored. This Miyako was more beautiful than any Miyako I had ever seen. I should have said hello. I regretted not doing so. Let me look at the picture we took. I took out my phone. Hey, are you on a break too? Wait, is this your girlfriend? No, we're not dating. We both like fishing and I think she's great. Huh, you have a crush on this ugly girl. You have unique taste. She doesn't photograph well. She's cute. No way. That doesn't mean anything. Your sense of beauty is so vastly different from mine. I can't. The fish is cuter, isn't it? I never cared no matter what Mikuta had said before. But I was mad that he made fun of Miyako. You don't know anything about her. Can you not say that stuff? She's cute on the outside and she's a really good person. No. This is why you shouldn't be nice to everyone. You're just gonna lead her on. And you've never gotten girls, so you don't know what a good woman looks like, right? I may or may not get girls, but I don't think people who insult people they've never met would get girls either. If doesn't get girls equals doesn't know what a good woman looks like, aren't you the same? Grr, no! I'm better at this job and better looking than you. Mikuta frowned in frustration and I sighed. A few days later, I was looking at some transfer paperwork and I was surprised. What? Miyako? Miyako was going to join Love Koi. She had been busy with transferring. I didn't do interviews, so I had no idea. Soon, it was Miyako's starting date.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Miyako Kawaii. I'm looking forward to working hard with you all. Hitoyoshi-san, I haven't seen you in 2 months since we went fishing.
Oh, you know each other? I asked Hitoyoshi to train you. Teach her well. Fishing? Wait, is this beautiful woman from that picture? So, Kawaii-san, why did you switch jobs? Because it wasn't going well at your last job?
I was doing pretty well after I talked to you. But I wanted to advance my career. I found Love Koi on a recruiting site and applied. I wanted to surprise you, so I didn't say. But I just realized you'd find out because you're in HR.
I was surprised. I think you'll do well. Ask me anything if you need help. I was explaining the work to her when Mikuta interrupted. Kawaii-san, you're so pretty. You're just my type. You should choose me over him. Mikuta-kun, we're at work. Can you do your job and not flirt with the woman in the office? Then you do my job. I'll train Kawaii-san instead.
I heard from Hitoyoshi-san, but you've only been here for 6 months, right? I feel like Hitoyoshi-san would be better suited to train me.
It's fine. I'm better than him. If you say so, why don't you talk to the department leader? I don't think they'll approve. You said all that stuff when you saw the picture. I'm surprised you can act like this now. Oof, so that woman in the picture was... Wait, what are you saying, Hitoyoshi-san? I didn't say anything when I saw the picture. Kawaii-san, you can't believe what he says. Mikuta was obviously stuttering. Miyako smiled.
I never photograph well, so I don't care what people say about that. But I trust Hitoyoshi-san a lot more than a person who flirts while they're at work. That's all. What?
Mikuta glared at me resentfully and went back to his seat. A few weeks later, Miyako was already comfortable with everyone in HR.
What? That happened? Yeah, I mean, we did talk about that person when they weren't there, but...
When they come at me like that, I want to tell them that that is why we feel this way.
I see. Also, there are some rumors.
Oh, I heard that too. I don't think it means anything.
If it's true, that's scary.
A month later, Miyako was starting to work independently. Mikuta started talking to her again. Mikuta's request to train Miyako was of course denied. I was always by her side at work. Kawaii-san, is there anything you need help with? I'll teach you.
No, there's nothing I want to ask you.
Don't say that. Hey Mikuta, what are you doing? You're slacking. Sir. Did you finish the paperwork I asked for? It's for the transfer happening in 3 months. Don't bother other people when you're not even finished with your own work. Sorry. That stupid guy. He doesn't say anything to Hitoyoshi. I need to make him suffer somehow. Oh, this! Mikuta clapped his hands together as if he thought of something. Hitoyoshi-senpai told that employee about the transfer before it was announced. A week later, Mikuta was in a meeting with the department leader. You asked me to do that paperwork, right? He leaked that information. I asked you to do the paperwork. Why does he know that information? There was something I didn't know, so I asked him. He was really looking at the employee information, so I thought it was weird. I don't know, but isn't this enough to fire him? Leaking HR information causes trouble, so normally, you would be punished for it. Love Koi was no different. You would be fired. Yes, if it's true, he would be fired for it. It would be difficult to keep him here in HR. Mikuta smiled at the leader's reaction. Let's do an investigation. Investigation? Of course. To avoid unnecessary punishment, we have to investigate. I don't think we need to do that. Even if you ask him, he won't admit it. We should just fire him. I see. If he just admitted it, I was going to give him a warning. The department leader sighed. He invited people into the meeting room.
It's exactly like I said.
I didn't think you'd actually try to get me kicked out. Why are you two here? Kawai-san told me that you were planning something bad, so I should be careful. The rumor that Kawai-san had heard was that Mikuta was planning on getting me kicked out of HR. After hearing that, I talked to the department leader. He also thought you'd been acting suspiciously, so we got together to try and see what you were planning. Planning? I didn't do anything! Leaking the info! Yeah, if the information was leaked, you would notice that the employee on the paperwork doesn't exist. What? The paperwork that the leader gave to Mikuta was fake. After I told the department leader, it was reported to the CEO, and the department leader gave Mikuta fake paperwork. So I couldn't have leaked any info, because that employee doesn't exist. Oof! Mikuta must have known the risks of leaking company information. He tried to trap me without leaking any real info, but there was no way this messy plan would have worked. Mikuta looked down shamefully. Kawai-san spoke up.
Jeez, just because you're jealous of Hitoyoshi-san, this is dumb and cruel.
What? Jealous?
You are, right? I heard from the other women. You came at them when they were talking about you and Hitoyoshi-san.
From what Kawai-san heard, they were talking about who they would marry in the HR department. I was a popular pick because I was nice and reliable. Mikuta was all about looks and his personality sucked, was what they were saying.
You overheard that and started arguing with them. I'm hotter and smarter than that nice guy, right? Everyone was so taken aback. The women hated you even more after that. All the stuff you've been saying to Hitoyoshi-san has been revenge for that, right?
I had no idea about office rumors, but judging from Mikuta's reaction, she was right. If you wanted their approval, I'm sure there were better ways. If you just did your work honestly with no motive, I'm sure. That's why you're so annoying. I'm higher in education and looks, but people adore you. And you get a beautiful woman like Kawai-san. It's not fair. In my periphery, I saw a figure standing up. Her long hair swayed as she approached Mikuta.
You think you can say what you want and we'll listen, you piece of crap?
Yikes!
Who the hell would like someone like you, huh? No ambition, no heart, always complaining. Ugh, you're the worst.
Kawai-san? Mikuta was in shock, as he should be. I was also in shock.
What the hell are you doing?
Her shouts echoed through the city. There was a frightened woman and a man on his knees. And Kawai-san yelling at the man.
Don't do stupid stuff like robbing people.
Yikes! I'm sorry! Kawai-san had saved a woman from getting her bag stolen.
Are you hurt?
No.
The woman was bright red. Her eyes were filled with hearts. As they should be. I had also fallen for her. Kawai-san was able to get incredibly angry for other people. It was beautiful.
I'm here because of Hitoyoshi-san. He didn't seem to mind, but I always thought you were a useless kohai. So I came over here to see for myself. And you're even more of a piece of crap than I thought. Oh, I'm glad I came. Also, you're no match for Hitoyoshi-san. Do you know how hard it is to care for people and take care of them? Yeah, you don't know. That's why you can do this kind of stuff. If you're gonna keep messing around, want me to train you? Huh?
Kawaii-san was so angry for me. I felt moved. But I had to stop her before she hit him. I got between them. Calm down.
Huh? Oh, how could I act this way in front of him?
Hitoyo-senpai, I apologize. Please calm her down. You apologized. I won't forgive you though. Huh? You wanted me to transfer, right? So, you were ready to take over my work, right? Even fools and blunt scissors. It's fine. Kawaii-san and I will sharpen you up. Yikes! Whoa, go easy on him. That's how our meeting came to an end. After that, there was no leaking of information, but Mikuta was punished for what he did. Mikuta was learning my work, but... Yikes! Why is there so much to do? You graduated from a famous university, right? You can do this no problem, right? The department leader hadn't been giving him so much work. It was too much for him. I'll help out if you can't finish. I won't let you work overtime alone. Really?
But that's only if you don't slack and do your job. If you try to push any work on Hitoyoshi-san. Got it?
Yes, ma'am! Miyako and I have been playing good cop, bad cop to train Mikuta. Our goal was to sharpen him up into the sharpest pair of scissors. That weekend, Kawaii-san and I were fishing for the first time in a while. I thought she would be tired from switching jobs, so I hadn't asked her to come. I was really happy about what you said that day in the meeting. I love that you do things for me, that you're vulgar but passionate, all of it. Miyako Kawaii, will you go out with me?
I like you for accepting me for who I am. I'd love to.
Life never goes exactly how you plan it, but that's no reason to cheat. The best route to take is the responsible, honest one. Look at the person you love walking beside you. That's how I vow to live my life.